What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mommy Needs a Minute, episode 3, 4. It's a new episode. Welcome. How y'all doing? That's what's up. So today, I am going to be, it's a little different. So, usually I shoot my little episode or go on my rant. I'm sorry, let me roll my window up. Usually I am doing this on my way to work. Today I decided to do my episode during my lunch break. And I'm still in the car. But real quick, let's talk about it. It's still Black History Month. Let's talk about it. Yes. It's after the Super Bowl. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? So shout out to the Buffalo Bills because I feel like we were robbed. This was our year. I didn't pay attention to the game that much because it was boring. Boring. Until like the fourth quarter. But I did, like, it was, congratulations to the Seahawks, whatever. But it would have been a much more entertaining sports match if the Buffalo Bills was there instead of the Patriots, but such is life. But that the halftime show, I will start out with giving a disclaimer that I have never listened to a Bad Bunny song ever in my life. I've heard his name. I just never listened to him. It's not my type of music. And even though I say it's not my type of music, I definitely was jamming and salsa-ing during the halftime show. Because, I mean, if you have any type of rhythm in your body, or if you have ears that work, when you hear beats and melodies and things like that, they naturally, innately move your body. Some of us. So I was jamming, of course. Did I know what that man was saying? No. Am I happy that he performed the entire halftime show in Spanish? Absolutely. Stand on y'all ish. He just won a Grammy for having an entire album in Spanish. Why would I do anything in English? We got way too many resources out here and tools that could have helped us understand. Like there's captions, there's translation. Turn on the translate feature on your iPhone and put it up to the phone, put it up to the TV or whatever. All those who did not like, I mean, and you know what? Let me not say that. Everything's not for everybody. So there are people who have not liked any of the halftime shows within the last 5 years because they've been predominantly hip hop based, or R&B based, whatever. I'm gonna use those terms lightly, but I enjoy seeing good entertainment during the halftime show because even if it wasn't a person of color, if it's a good show, it's a good show, right? But the ignorance behind some of the comments is crazy. Not from us, of course, but from others. Like, oh, he's not American. Where's Puerto Rico? All right. Is Puerto Rico not a part of America? Did we not learn that? Is it not an American territory? Or island, rather. Such is life. Those people can kick rocks with open toe shoes. But kudos, shout out to Bad Bunny, Benito, something Martinez, Asasio, whatever he said his name was in the beginning. Shout out to you. You did a great job. Clap it up, y'all. Okay, now moving on. Before I decided to record this episode, I was doing my little hourly or daily scroll, whatever I wanted to call it, and came across a post. And usually posts spark, sometimes posts that I see spark some of the topics from my podcast discussions or rants, whatever you want to call these. And it was talking about like mom guilt, or not even mom guilt, but like becoming engulfed in motherhood. Motherhood does swallow you up. It can, and it does. I can't say what fatherhood does because I'm not a father. I'm a dad. I'm I'm a mom. I'm not a dad. And so I don't know what it does for men who become fathers. I can tell you what it does for moms or women who become mothers. You become very engulfed and overwhelmed and overtaken by this new role, right? And so the post was kind of like talking about how it's unhealthy to want to involve your child in every aspect of your life. And that is very true. And these are very hard realities that we have to learn as women and as mothers. I want to turn my air on, y'all, because it's a little warm. We're in a heat wave right now. It's 45 degrees, and I usually have the window open and the heat on in my car to provide balance. Judge your mother. But because I'm recording, I can't have my window down. But yeah, like becoming overtaken by motherhood, the responsibilities, like this new identity, grieving who you were, trying to balance and trying to still be who you were. And so is entering into like year number 2 of motherhood, of affinity. You do I feel like I am getting a sense of wanting to now do things that don't involve my kid, right? Before it was just like, oh my God, I gotta take care of her all the time. And I believe in my last episode, I mentioned like how my therapist told me that my language had changed from her to now her and I. And it's very important that we find time for ourselves, not just small moments, like find real time for ourselves. If you miss hanging out with your homegirls, hang out with your homegirls. If you need time to do hood rat shit with your friends, do hood rat shit. Like, it's necessary. Like, I don't want to lose who I was, because who I was before a mom was pretty dang on dope. Like, I was fun. I wasn't adventurous, but I was fun. I was goofy. Like I'm a very serious person, but I'm such an unserious person at the same time, if that makes any sense. And so I definitely want my child to experience that part of my life too. She's going to absolutely experience the unserious side of me. Will it get on her nerves? Probably. I don't care. But, it'll happen. But I also want to make sure that we are very much aware that it's going to take time. It takes time and intentionality. You don't even realize that like everything you post is about your kid, right? It's always pictures of you and him or you and her, or or just the kids. And especially don't be going through something like don't be going through like not really liking your body anymore. Girl, you ain't never gonna see a picture. Never. Like, ever. And if you do, it's with the kid in front of you. Like, we do so many things and like we don't even realize it. But we do it subconsciously, we do it consciously, but we all do it in some form or fashion. But it takes time and grace. So like always extend grace to yourself. People say that all the time, but you never really like understand what that means by give yourself grace. Like the same graces and mercies that God gives us for doing the dumb things that we do every day, for making mistakes every day and saying that we're not going to do them again and we still do it. and we come back and we're like, oh my God, thank you for looking out for that. Those are the same things that you have to give yourself grace for. Don't let mom guilt set in. Like, if you have introduced your child to screen time and that works for you, don't rely on it forever. Like, engage with the kid. But screen time is a thing for me. Like, Bluey, do I get concerned that she knows the words to the Bluey episodes? A little bit. Because, I mean, she watches it over and over. But I also don't care because I engage with her. Hell, I be watching the episodes with her. Like, I like the episodes. We talk about Bluey a lot. There's Elmo, and now there's Mika. We've introduced Mika, which is like the sidekick or the friend of Blippi. She don't really care for Blippi. She liked Mika. But she has a tablet. She watches my phone at times, but she also... And does she have a meltdown when I tell her she can't have them? Yeah, absolutely. But we're at that phase of life. She has a meltdown when I tell her to go brush... I mean, that she can't brush her teeth. Like, we've brushed them already, so we don't need to brush them again. So she has a meltdown for that. Like, she'll fall out. Her little fallouts are very, very quick, though. But we're at that stage, so she's going to fall out. So correction, engagement, empathy, like all these things that we have to do with the kid. Like, they're learning to be... They're here for the very first time. And they're experiencing life for the very first time. And they've never seen a tablet before. And so, right? I want to do this. I can watch this. I know how to... when I touch this does that. So exploration, all that. But also teaching them that. Do I feel guilty that I give her pizza and she hasn't had a vegetable all week? It's Wednesday. Sometimes I feel bad that she hasn't had a vegetable, but the only vegetables that she eats are peas and and green beans. They don't go with everything. And so when I pick her up from daycare, the first thing she'll say to me after hi is pizza. And what I go do? Most of the time I get her a pizza, a slice, because pick your battles. After work, I am exhausted, mentally exhausted. And so I don't have the wherewithal, the capacity to fight with a 19-month-old about what we're going to eat. And then if she doesn't eat, then oh my God. Am I going to send her to bed hungry? No. But mom guilt be taking over some people's lives and their minds. Like, it did for a little bit with me, but now it's just like, it is what it is. I got years to correct it, right? And so, like, I went to a Valentine's Day little celebration with my line sisters last week, and I was like, this is the only update I'm giving y'all about my kid. Don't ask me about her. I'm not talking about her. She's fine. She's growing. She's developing. She's loved. She's bad. She's fine. That's it. That's all. She's still in daycare. Where's she at? She with her dad. Like, and I don't want to talk about it no more because I'm here. Ask me how I'm doing. I am holding on by a thread sometimes, but other times I'm good. But don't get sucked into that, right? It's all right, y'all. Like, parenthood, it's a lot, but it takes intentionality to make sure that you don't get sucked into that. And I know everyone says it gets easier. Some people say, oh, it's going to stay the same. This is pretty much how it's going to be. But you got to find balance. Everything requires balance. Man, these roundabouts be getting people. I'm at a roundabout. These roundabouts be taking people out. They don't know what to do. They be trying to let oncoming traffic go. Yo, I got to yield. Okay, I'm sorry. I live in a DMV where they put a roundabout everywhere. And it does nothing for the flow of traffic. They just put them everywhere. They don't make sense. But they crack me up. But yeah, like, parenthood can be a bit much. But I want all the new parents. So, like, the parents who got kids, because all of us had kids last year. No, not all of us. Mad people had kids last year. And then mad people had kids in 2024. And so all of us that's coming up on that 2-year mark, let's make this summer, let this summer be lit. Y'all, we got to go to the festivals. We need to be outside. Dedicate weekends, midweek meetups. Put them on your calendar. If you put them on your calendar and schedule them out, they can happen. They will happen, because y'all know if it's not on the calendar, it ain't going to happen. So intentionally schedule time. Intentionally schedule time for yourself, and then intentionally schedule time to be with your friends. It's okay. Them kids will be okay. F them kids. I used to always say that. Still, it's F them kids. They will be okay. They will miss you, but they won't. They will survive. They will eat. They will sleep. They will get to their soccer games, their basketball games, their taekwondo classes, their soccer practices. They will get to all the dance recitals. All of that will still happen. Send them to their grandparents' house. Send them to their godmother's house. If they got cousins, send them over to their cousin's house. Let them socialize. It'll be okay. But I promise you this thing for me, I will be outside this year in some way, shape, form, or capacity. I will, hold on, y'all, I'm at Chick-fil-A. I gotta order my French fries. All right, I'm back. So yes, I will be outside. I will also be in the gym, because I like to eat French fries. And so, I'm sorry. I'll be forgetting that my mic is there. I'll be outside, but I'll be in the gym. Will I be in the streets? No. But I will be outside. You will catch me at a wine fest or a festival or something, because I need to reintroduce this version of myself to the world. Sometimes I'll have my child, sometimes I won't. And please stop being weird to people who got their kids with them. They got kids, but they still want to be outside and they still want to enjoy life. Sometimes them kids do not interfere with anything. Yes, I'm going to have a drink if my child is available. Not available, if she is around. I'm not getting drunk. It doesn't make me irresponsible. So stop shaming parents that do that with people. I've noticed that, like, and moms and dads, it's okay to have a drink or two. Please be responsible. Do not get belligerently drunk or drink to where you cannot control yourself or be aware of your surroundings. And I think I'm going to stop telling y'all to drink, because I think I told y'all last episode y'all could drink on y'all jobs. Don't do that, because then y'all going to be like, Brittany said, I ain't say nothing. I told y'all to be responsible. I told y'all to act responsibly, drink responsibly, and have one or two. Ooh, coming in hot. People, all right. But please, I would like for people, we've had a hell of a year, y'all. I want people to enjoy themselves. 2025 was a doozy. I know people are coming out of toxic relationships. People are trying to navigate through relationship woes, ebbs and flows of things. People are trying to navigate through parenthood, motherhood, fatherhood. Let's do some intentional things this year and be a little bit more freeing. Let's have a little bit of fun, and when we can, schedule the fun. To y'all that are single and without children, live. live. If you are not single but don't have kids, live. Do stuff. Don't sit in the house. Because if you do want to have kids, it's going to change. It won't look the same for everybody. But one thing's for certain is your life will change. And so, trying to open up my little sauce for my french fries. But I just want to share that. I wanted to talk about that real quick. Like, mom guilt, it's a real thing. Intrusive thoughts are real things. Like, I ain't gonna tell y'all how many times. I'm not gonna tell y'all. But don't let mom guilt take over, or dad guilt. If you're a single dad, or if you're an active father, or the predominant role in the child's life, whatever. The guilt can set in, but don't let it take over. It can be there, but it should not set in and take over. Fight your way back to yourself and be okay with the fact. Learn to be okay with the fact that there's a new version of you. You have literally evolved. You've shed your old skin of who you used to be, and now you're a new person. Begin the process of loving that new person, because you are not that old person. And it's okay to grieve your old self. And grief happens multiple times over time. But it'll be okay. It will. I promise y'all. We will be alright. And we will be just fine. Stay optimistic. Stay connected with a village. I'm going to always talk about that. Stay connected with a village. Even if your village is 2 people. Stay connected. Speaking of village, oh my gosh. So, my village is far and wide, right? And it also is deeply rooted. So, I consider my village to also be the elders in my life who have left a mark in some type of way. So, I have one grandparent left, and I have other elders who have made impacts in my life. And just recently, I lost a member of my extended village. A lady that has watched me, all my cousins and all my friends, not my friends, all my family. She lived on our street growing up, and she recently just passed away. And I wasn't sad about it, because she was 99. She was in her 100th year of life. Like, she had just turned 99, but you're going into I rounded up. She's here. She was 100 years old, and she lived a beautiful life from what I saw. She was always very active. She took care of her house. She made ice cream, and that's the impact that she left on my life. So she made this vanilla ice cream for years on our street. Like, everyone knew Miss Odell's ice cream. We knew it. We loved it. It was a custardy ice cream. And it was a flavor that wasn't like the vanilla ice cream that you get in the stores. So, like, when she would make it, she would put it on. She would give us all one little scoop on a cone, and that was her impact for the neighborhood. Everyone had it. Everyone loved it. So, one year for something, I think Christmas or something, my line sister bought me an ice cream machine, because I like to make stuff. Like, I was in a period of my life where I like to bake. I like to do things. And so she made me ice cream. She bought me an ice cream machine, and I was making ice cream a lot. So one year I was like during the pandemic, I was like, I got a taste for Miss Odell's ice cream. And I didn't know the recipe. I didn't know if she gave the recipe out or nothing like that. I called her and said, Miss Odell, can you give me the recipe for your ice cream? Because I got a taste for it. That tickled her so much. She loved the fact that she was needed. I needed her for something. She still felt connected, because, like, we moved off the street. I moved out the state, but yet I don't got a problem reaching back to our elders, because we're losing the recipes. And so that was her impact on my life. So I might actually make some ice cream maybe not this weekend, but in the next week or so, in honor of Miss Odell and her contribution to the Bissell Ave kids and community, because she was strong. She had a very warm and welcoming spirit. She was sharp. She was Miss Odell, and so like I said, I was not sad when I got the news that she passed away. I felt like job well done, Miss Odell. Like, you did what you were supposed to do on this earth. You fulfilled all your assignments, and now you have been called to rest. And we'll see you again one day. But yeah, villages, lean on your elders. Reach back. Talk to your elders. Talk to your grandparents. If you got a grandparent, a grandma, granddad, great-grandparent, great-grandparent, granddad, talk to them. Get recipes. Write them down. Let them share stories. Like, that means a whole lot to them. And I was able to FaceTime her like 2-3 weeks ago, because I wanted to see her. I miss seeing some people sometimes, and so I asked my cousin the next time she went back home, if you go see her, FaceTime me. I also wanted her to meet my daughter. She did not have a chance to meet Daylin, but I had a chance to FaceTime her. She looked good. She looked well. She looked vibrant still. She always said, I'm getting slow, Brittany. But there was nothing about her that I felt like, oh, her time is coming to an end. But I was very grateful that I had the opportunity to see her and smile with her and share quick memories and quick conversation with her. Y'all know I hate the lint in my hair. Y'all know it. I see it. Y'all see it. I can't get to it. Where is it? Which one is it? Oh, there it go. Did it come out? It's still there. Okay. I ain't gonna take up time, but I love the fact that I can that technology has allowed us to still keep in contact with people. So I appreciate my cousin for following through on the request that I gave, or the request that I had of her. And Miss Odell, we will see you again in another day, another time, in another realm. But y'all be easy. My lunch break is over. I'm about to eat my French fries and go about the rest of my day. So y'all have a great rest of the week. Have fun this weekend. It's Valentine's Day weekend. Y'all be careful out here. I feel like we had a baby boom in 2024. 2026 might be another boom. But y'all be crazy. Y'all be careful. Have fun. Don't do too much. Keep it cute. Okay? Alright, y'all. Y'all be easy. Talk to y'all later. Bye.